in these 2.5 months and 3 months. Now, in our batch, some students are ACCA students and some are CIMA students. That is the case there in all the 13 papers of ACCA and in all the 16 papers of CIMA. It's not that only BA2. In all the batches, CIMA and ACCA classes are common. In all the subjects, CIMA and ACCA 80 to 90% syllabus is same. Only around 10 to 15% is different. Whatever the different part is there, when I will be teaching that part, I will be just saying you now only how I am going to cover the syllabus. When I will be teaching those parts, then at that time I will communicate that this is not relevant for CIMA or this is not relevant for ACCA. In our case, there are very few portions which are not relevant for ACCA or CIMA student. Most of the things are common. So before proceeding to study what we are going to study or anything, I am showing you the notes. The notes are downloaded by me, which I will be mailing you after the class. My team will mail you after the class. But they have given me notes which I have separated for all of you just now. So I am also seeing in front of you the notes which I will be giving you. Every student will be getting the notes of CIMA also, ACCA also. So that if I am doing some problems from CIMA books, you can refer that. If I am doing some problem from ACCA books, you can refer that. Because when the topic and syllabus is same, so we will be doing questions from both the books. Some questions from CIMA, some from ACCA, any doubt like that. So when we will be giving you notes after the class, then you will be getting both the notes combined. Suppose first of all I am going into F2 MA books. Now these are the books you all will be getting. In these books, BPP books, I will not be generally referring in the class. BPP books you can refer for your own purpose, for any topic, for any question. If you have doubt, you can ask in the class. But I will not be referring BPP books in the class. I will be referring only Kaplan books. One is study notes is also there. One is Kaplan kit is there. And one is Kaplan study text is there. Suppose I am opening Kaplan study text, so that we know that what is the syllabus of ACCA F2, Management Accounting. Accounting for management, source of data, presentation of information, cost classification, accounting for material, labor, overheads, absorption and marginal costing, job batch process costing, service and operating costing, alternative costing principles, statistical technique, budgeting, capital budgeting, standard costing, performance measurement technique, performance measurement in specific situations, spreadsheets, questions and answers. Some extra questions are there which are based on the entire syllabus, which is chapter 19 and chapter 20. And in chapter 18, there is spreadsheets. We can say the Excel sheet, how the Excel sheet are prepared, how it looks, that is covered. As per ACCA, you can say F2 syllabus. If I will go into CIMA BA2 syllabus, for CIMA, we will be purchasing new books in the month of November. The reason is only one. In the month of November, updated material CIMA Kaplan is going to print. So that updated material I want to purchase, not the old one. For that reason, we will be sharing the Kaplan material after around 15-20 days. Now, accounting for management. Here also the first topic was accounting for management. In ACCA and CIMA, the first topic. Cost classification and behavior. Here also you will see cost classification and behavior. They have not written behavior, but in ACCA books also in cost classification, they have written the behavioral cost also. Then it's semi-variable cost accounting for overheads. Behavior means this semi-variable, they have given a separate topic. In ACCA, it is included in cost classification only. Overheads. In ACCA also we have overheads, accounting for overheads. Then absorption costing, marginal costing. In ACCA, marginal costing, absorption costing in one topic. There it is two topics. Cost plus pricing. This part is actually, if I will say, not there in ACCA. Cost plus pricing is not there in ACCA. So this is an extra topic in CIMA. Variance analysis in CIMA. Then in ACCA, variance analysis means standard costing. Variance analysis means standard costing. Then in CIMA, performance measurement overview, financial performance measurement, non-financial performance measurement. These are all performance measurement. In ACCA, performance measurement technique, performance management in specific situations. That is all performance management. Then comes in CIMA, integrated cost accounting is specifically not there in ACCA, but in ACCA overhead chapter, integrated cost accounting journal entries are given. So it is not in ACCA a separate topic, but it is included under overhead. Probability, measures of average and dispersion, normal distribution. These are all statistics. So statistics are a spreadsheet. Then statistics are source of data. Some differences are there. But in ACCA, the statistics topics are source of data. Then spreadsheets. In CIMA, the statistics topics are probability, measures of average and distribution, mean, median, mode, measures of dispersion, standard deviation, normal distribution. These are there in the source of data, but not exactly the same way it is there in ACCA. Slightly differences are there. Break-even analysis, limiting factor. In ACCA, break-even analysis, limiting factor is I will say that in ACCA, break-even analysis and limiting factors are there, but they are not that much detail which is there in the CIMA. Then there is investment appraisal. Investment appraisal in ACCA is capital budgeting. In CIMA, the name is investment appraisal. In ACCA, it is capital budgeting. The separate budgeting which is given in ACCA, in CIMA, that is covered with variance analysis only. Statistical technique, mean, median, mode, measures of dispersion, standard deviation, those things are common, but in statistical technique in ACCA, slightly extra portions are there. You can say that in statistical technique, they have covered less peer index, past cheese index, index number also, which is not there in CIMA. Similarly, in CIMA, something are extra in statistical technique, which is not there in ACCA. And then I can say these job, batch and process, service sector, operating costing are all there in CIMA, but in CIMA they are included under I exactly don't remember, but most probably they are included here. They are there in both the syllabus, but exactly not comma full stop saying. Now, in the class, whatever I am saying, if it is not written in the notes, then in that case, I will be writing in the class. Sorry. Nobody has to write anything. Once the class will be over, I will mail this file to all of you regularly. Whatever I will be writing in the Word file, I will mail this file to all of you regularly after the class. Slide. As a type of cost behavior, they have covered this topic, but not as that much detail they have covered in ACCA syllabus. If I will say ACCA CIMA common topics. Topic 1 common in both. Common in both. Source of data. That is probability in CIMA. Topic 2 in ACCA is topic probability in CIMA. Then presentation of information. I will say topic 2 and 3. In ACCH, topic probability in CIMA. Then cost classification topic 4, and here cost classification behavior. Cost classification is common in both. Topic 4 in ACCA. Then comes material labor. For ACCA. Material is there in ACCA but not in CIMA. Labor is there in ACCA but not in CIMA. These are separate topic. Material labor. Overhead marginal absorption. Topic overhead common. Topic marginal absorption common. Job batch process. Here in CIMA it is included under cost classification only. Job, which is we say costing system. Job batch process costing system. In CIMA included in cost behavior. Service and operating costing, alternative costing principles. Service and operating costing, alternative costing principles. It is there in CIMA, but I am writing for the time being, not so much detail in CIMA. But it is included in one topic. I don't remember exactly in which topic. For that reason, I am not writing. Then budgets and standards. I should write statistical technique. Statistical technique. Statistical technique. In CIMA it is measures of average and dispersion. I should say ACCA. For CIMA, mean, median, mode, SD. Then normal distribution. Then is coming standard costing and budgeting. Standard costing and budgeting. In CIMA, variance and budgeting. Budgeting topic is also there. Then performance measurement. Performance management. Common. In CIMA, slightly the areas are more deeper, but they are there performance management 2 topics, and here for performance management they have included 3 topics. Non-financial slightly extra, but non-financial is also there in ACCA syllabus. Spreadsheet is nothing, Excel sheet. So in CIMA, what is left? Acha. Capital budgeting in ACCA, in CIMA, investment appraisal. That is common. I can say that one part in ACCA overheads and standard includes CIMA integrated reporting. They have not kept it as a separate topic, but that is included there. The questions are there in the ACCA syllabus. So according to syllabus wise, if we can say that in ACCA material labor things are there which are not at all there in CIMA. In ACCA break-even analysis, CVP, limiting factor are there which are there at lower level. Which are there at lower level in ACCA. Break-even and limiting factor they have covered in ACCA next level. In ACCA, when we go in professional level, then at that time in professional level they have covered those areas. But presently at the management accounting F2 level, ACCA has not covered break-even and limiting factor with that much detail. Those things are mainly there in CIMA. So I will be teaching these topics, break-even and limiting factor, material labor later. I'm not teaching now. I'm for the time being focusing on those areas which are common. How we are going to cover the syllabus? The topics order. First of all, cost classification and behavior. Then we will be doing marginal and absorption. Then we will be doing standard. Then we will be doing process and budgeting. I should say 1 second. Budget and standard. Then process and other costing system. Then we will be doing statistics, whether it's a probability, whether it's a source of data, whether it's a index number, and other topics. Whatever is related with statistics we will be doing at a time. Then we will be doing performance evaluations. Whatever the performance evaluation topics are there, we will be doing that. overhead and integrated reporting. Integrated reporting we will be doing with standards also. Then we can say that separate topic of ACCA, which is material, labor. It's just I'm writing 8, 9, but I will be doing both one by one class. Say in 1 or 2 class, I will be doing separate topic of ACCA, and in 1 or 2 class, I will be doing separate topic of CIMA. Separate topic of CIMA. Mock papers. In this cost classification and behavior, I will be taking 2 classes considering today's one. If I could teach today fully, then in that case 1 class only. But since we will be able to start the class even still after half an hour, so I'm not getting the full class for that. Marginal absorption, 2 classes. Overhead, 2 classes. Budget and standard, 4 classes. Process costing, 2 classes. Statistics, probability, everything, 2 classes. Performance evaluation, even though I can finish in 2 class, but since theoretical topic, so need to explain more. 2 classes. Separate CIMA topic, 2 classes. Mock paper, 2 classes. 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 6, 4, 10, 2, 12, 2, 14, 17, 19, 21, 23. I am taking in total approx 25 classes. We will be doing in a week 2 classes. When we will be doing, I am not discussing for the time being. We will do in a week 2 classes. So we can say that in a month 8 classes. So 3 months, 24 class. Generally in 3 months, 25 weeks comes. So in 3 months, we will complete everything. For the time being, when I will start the classes, maybe in initial 1 or 2 classes, you will think that बहुत धीरे चल रहे हैं, लग रहा है syllabus complete होगा कि नहीं, like that student think. But when I will complete 4 or 5 classes, then you will think that it is going very fast. It should be slightly slow. So this is the normal pace which we should be applying for all the subjects, just the first subject excluding. Because in the first subject, when the students are new, then it is better that to go slow, very slow. But when the second subject starts, we generally complete in around 2.5 to 3 months. What you need to study? Obviously, the materials which are given to you, ACCA CIMA, you will study that. But more important than that is the classes. Because if with the material everything can be studied, then why I am required? Why we will be doing the class? Then there is no training classes required. When we will study everything from the CIMA material, both are Kaplan material. We always refer only Kaplan. So you will find that even the questions in standard costing, which are so many common topics, the same question, comma, full stop is written. It is there in the CIMA material also. It is there in ACCA material also. In both the material, those topics are there. You will find that they are common in both the cases. Whether it is common or not, we have to solve the questions from study text, from exam kit, from mock papers. As far as ACCA is concerned, mock papers are freely available on their website. For CIMA, mock paper need to be purchased only. When I will purchase the mock paper, I will share, because presently we cannot do mock paper unless and until we are at least 70 to 80% complete with the syllabus. Presently we can do questions topic wise. So the topic wise questions, There is one material of exam kit for CIMA BA2. My team has not given me, but that is there. In that, there are around 500 questions are there for CIMA. Similarly, for ACCA, as I said, in ACCA, there is F2 exam kit, Kaplan kit. F2 exam kit, Kaplan kit. This has also around 500 questions. Topic wise, if you want to go straight away topic wise, you straight away go into page number, one second. Actually, there is a separate sheet generally in most of the books where they have written that which area they are covering. But here that is not there. But we can say that whenever I will be doing any topic, I will be telling you from which number of question to which number of question you can do from this text kit. In the class, I will generally give examples from my own, or I will refer most of the questions from a study text. From exam kit, that is the test kit, that is this one. From this exam Kaplan kit, or you can say BPP kit. BPP kit is also there. You will be doing the questions on your own. Wherever you will be facing doubts, then you will be, say in advance before the class, you will be saying that in advance before the class, you will be saying that you have a query in this, you can mail that. Whether you are there in the class or not, I will resolve your query. I will be solving your query in the class. When you will be getting the recording, you will be analyzing that your all the queries are resolved. Like that, when we have the class for F3 in Kolkata Center, somebody is not coming. There was no recording. For this class, everybody is getting, the whole class is getting recorded fully. And when the class is over, as I said, after 24 hours, in working days, we will be able to give you the recording of this class. So even though if you have some doubts, but you are not able to present in the live class, you just mail your doubts. With the mail, I will take care of all your queries. So we have questions from BPP also. And in BPP, you can see that the topic wise question, marks 20, time allocation, there are different levels of question given. Maybe those lengthy questions are not going to come in the exam. But for our understanding purpose, sometime from some of the chapter, we will be doing some lengthy questions also, which are not exactly relevant for exam, but which are required for understanding the concept. The last thing which I need to show you, as I said, on ACCA website, I have gone into acccaglobal.com. On acccaglobal.com, students, under student study support resources. Under student study support resources. In that, I am going into ACCA qualification. In ACCA qualification, we are talking about Management Accounting MA. For Management Accounting syllabus, if we want to see the current syllabus, then those who are the examiners, what guidelines they are saying, how to study, then tips for getting more marks. Then those who have given the exam could not pass, they are giving again what they should be doing, some formula tables. Then if somebody has poor English, they can do some English courses also which are offered by BPP and Kaplan. Then practice test, specimen exam. Suppose I want to go into practice test. Sorry, this is purchase. I don't want to purchase for the time being. So I'm going into a specimen. Acha, 1 second. The pass percentage in last 2.5 years. 64%, 65, 67, 64, 66. We can say that in average 65% are passing this exam. 65% of the students are passing the exam. Same is the result with CIMA also. Around 65-70% of the students are passing the CIMA exams. Out of 100, 30-35% are failing. So a specimen exam. A specimen exam is an exam which is exactly the same the way it is going to be there in the exam hall. CB exams and MTQs. You can see that for all the three subjects, we are talking about management accounting, full exam, extra MTQs, then full exam answer and MTQs. This we can do only when we complete the syllabus. Then we will be analyzing from here. At the same time, when I open this one second. When I open this one, there is a practice test written. For that they are asking what? Purchase your practice test through MA-CIMA. Visit the practice test FAQ section. If you cannot find the answer, contact ACCA Connect. Suppose I am clicking this. The way they are saying that purchase, I am not interested in purchase. When you use your user ID and password here, user ID of ACCA and password, and sign to my ACCA, you will be getting the link where you will get the free questions. Not directly. You need to mail them. Then in 3 to 4 days, they will be giving you some free mock papers. That mock papers will be valid for certain time. After some time, the password and ID of the mock paper will not work. So suppose I am giving exam on 10th of January. I can request to the ACCA Institute by writing my username, that is my ID and password. I can request for the extra mock papers without making any payment. I need to have my ACCA registration number and ID. You will be getting 2 to 3 mocks without any cost, but for a limited period. So when you are planning to give exam after 10 days, say from today after 10 days you are going to give exam, mail them, then they will give you in your mail the 2-3 mock papers separately extra. But that will be valid for certain time. So if you take now only, then it will not be valid after 2.5 months, 3 months. That is not printable. That is a link from where you can do the paper. But that is available only to CIMA registered students, not to me or anybody else who is not a registered student. If suppose somebody is a CIMA student, ACCA registered student, if somebody is an ACCA registered student, got that, he can share the link. We can share with the CIMA student also. So they can also practice the mock papers. Similarly, when I will buy for CIMA Institute mock papers, I will share the link of mock papers to everybody. So ACCA student also, CIMA student, both can do those mock papers. So when ACCA student will apply for the free mock papers, they can share the link with the CIMA student. They can share with me. I will share with his student. Everybody will be able to do more and more questions. Whatever questions are there, when you see the questions in the mock paper and in the study text means this is ACCA study text. Suppose this topic is going on. In between the topic, there is test your understanding. There are examples solved in the topic. Examples means the answer is given below the question only. And test your understanding answer is given at the end of the topic. When a topic is over, then at the end of the topic, they are giving the summary of the topic. This is chapter summary, first chapter summary. And then all the test your understanding answers are there at the end of the chapter. For every chapter, I can say that around 5 to 10 test your understanding are there. Depends upon the things which are included in the chapter. And you can say that say around 18 topics. So 18 into say average 7 question, 18 into 7, that many questions are there in study text. Then at the end, as I said, at the end in chapter 19, questions are there in 623. Suppose I am going into that. Questions. In this chapter, how many questions are there? Which is related with the entire syllabus. Hundred and 25 questions are there. Questions can be done from study text, each topic around 150 to 200 questions. When I am talking about this, then I am talking about CIMA and ACCA separately. That is, in both the material, the questions are there. But when you find the questions for similar topic, they are same only. So I am not considering them 200 to 400. Maybe say 250. At the end, 125 questions. Kaplan exam kit around 400 questions. BPP exam kit around 400 questions. Mock paper freely available. There are two mocks which we can say 100 questions. We can mail to ACCA for free mocks. There they will give you around 150 questions for limited period only. And in CIMA, I will buy mocks and extra questions in November. That will be around 200 questions. CIMA exam kit, I will share. I don't have now, but it is there in the office laptop. I will share you the CIMA exam kit also. Will have around 400 questions. According to me, this much questions is not required. If from a chapter, whatever is possible, whatever I got the understanding, the concepts, then I will be able to solve all the questions. Because even though suppose we are doing this 1500 questions, then also the question in the exam will be different. It's not the same comma, full stop, same figures will never come. Like those who have given the F3 exam, Tala, Anirudh, or anybody, those who have given F3 exam, you must have realized that whatever questions are there in the books, that same question does not come in exam. Exam question will always be different. So for that reason, the question need to be done with understanding, not having that thinking in mind. Whatever I am doing from the book, the same thing will come. Not like that. How to study? Whatever I am saying, if you follow that, suppose you can score 50. If you follow that, you will be definitely getting 10% more. If you don't like, don't follow. But at least for one or two topic, follow that study system. Do the live class always. That's my first advice. After the live class is over, do the same thing again. After the live class is over, do the same thing again. Those questions which we did in the class, do them again. Maybe in the class you have understood, but if you do it again, then only you will get the conformity. The first thing need to study. After the class is over, do the same thing again on your own. If you miss the live class, when you get the recording, do the recording and then do the same thing again on your own. Do the questions from study text and exam kit for the respective topic. The topic which we have covered, the questions which we have not done in the class, do that. Read the notes relating to the topic from Saraf Academy and Kaplan material. Saraf Academy means, suppose, as I said, I will be doing cost classification. So Saraf Academy notes are there. Cost identification, cost classification, cost identification. There is a 10-page notes are there. Those are the synopsis which are written in your material. These notes you should read. At the same time, there is a material which I got from ACCA Institute. I like that the most. It is written F2 study notes. F2 study notes is given by ACCA Institute to me for teaching in the class. That is, you can say 149 pages. Every topic in short it is covered. It is slightly lengthy than my notes, but it is covering all the concepts in short. And then you can say that you will be reading the institute material also. Read the notes relating to the topic for essay and Kaplan material, and study notes given by ACCA Institute, which is 149 page. After the chapter is complete, make your own notes. Now please understand that what you will write in your own notes. You will not write whatever I have written in my slides. You will not write whatever is written in a study note by ACCA. You will not write whatever is written in Kaplan material. Then to what there is written. What you have studied in the chapter, after reading everything, you need to make your notes. Notes in Word file. In computer, like I am typing. Notes in Word file only, no copy pen. Because all the exams are computer based. So if we develop our study on the basis of that, then only we will be getting the feeling of giving the exam. Like when I taught F3, the students were writing on the copy only. Initially, some of them were writing in computer, but that should be the only way. Now, if you ask me, I cannot write Prakash Saraf also properly because I have forgot to write in copy and pen. Everything need to be write on computer so that we become computer friendly. For those questions for which you found tricky, take a screenshot of those questions. Why I am saying screenshot? That means I am assuming that nobody will be taking printout of any books. Even though you have easily availability of printout, don't take. That is my advice. Suppose I have a problem in this question. I have done that, I have understood that, but I found that this is tricky. Later on I need to revise. I will take print screen. I have taken the screenshot of this, and in my notes I am pasting it. In my notes I have pasted. I want the solution also, so that later on I don't have to refer. For solution, I am taking a screenshot, then I am pasting the solution. I am pasting the solution. Then explanation from my side, whatever I think, so that later on, if in a chapter from study text, from exam kit, from anywhere, there are say 60 questions, but you want to revise only 7-8 questions later on because others are simple. You just want to revise 7-8 questions. So those 7-8 questions in your Word file, you have pasted the question, you have pasted the answer, you have pasted your own understanding. So when revising the stuff, say I have completed 3 topics in the class, you are starting the first topic again, revision. You will be revising through your notes. No Kaplan, no my material, no live class, no recorded class, no question kit, nothing. You will be just revising through your notes. Suppose you are going to give exam after 10 days. For 10 days, you will be referring only your material, nothing else. Because you have already studied everything. And whatever the synopsis of that is ready with you in your Word file. So you will be referring only your material. That will not only help you in the exam, that will help you in whole life. Because for one subject, that much we can do. Because to do this, I presume I understand that more than 2 hour study is not required. If I will be teaching 2 days, 2 hours, say 2.5 hours, 5 hours, and you are studying 5 days on your own, 2.5 hours every day, more than enough. Enjoy your life fully. You are for the time being a kid and you need to enjoy your life, but you need to study every day 2.5 hours. In the way I have said. If you follow that, believe me, in 1 or 2 topics only, you will realize that your knowledge level is very, very far. Just doing the class or doing the study in the class or doing the recording, then not doing the practice, not following the instructions will create problem. Generally in fundamental level, like you all have taken the printout and all that, when the student go in skill level, then they realize that whatever sir was saying initially, that is the perfect method. And then in the skill level, they don't take any printout because there the question need to be answered by writing. So for that reason, they don't get that speed. And then they realize that sir is saying correct. So why not to start from today? Even though in this paper, you don't have to write anything. You just need to select the correct answer. But in the higher level, when the further next level you will be going, you will find that there are so many things you need to type, construct and everything. So better that we need to start study on computer only everything. During the class, whatever I am saying, recording is there. Whatever is important to write, I am writing. Whatever you will say that if I have not written, you can request sir, ye bhi aap likh dijiye. After the class, I will give you my file, but still you need to have your own notes. When your own notes are ready, then you will get 100 out of 100. Whatever your level is there, you will be getting more marks. For understanding any topic, the last thing. Suppose there is a topic cost classification or marginal absorption. I have stated so many things in the class. I have written some notes also in the class. You are finding that the same thing is written in the Kaplan. Don't read that. It's just an English language. If there is anything different, that you need to read. But the same thing which I explained, they are explaining the same thing. Why you will waste your time? My thing is not saying that studying the Kaplan material, read fully all the material. There is no advantage. Otherwise, why we are taking the class? When we are taking the class, whatever concept I have explained through my example, through my thing, The same thing is written in the Kaplan in a different way. Don't read that. If the questions are there, do that. But if there is same thing written, don't read that, because you have already understood. Everybody has his own way of saying, writing, style is different. That doesn't mean that that person is correct, I am wrong, I am correct, you are wrong. You need to make your own understanding clear by writing your own notes, by doing the questions, by doing the practice, which is 2.5 hours, more than enough for scoring whatever marks you take. Initially, when 1 or 2 topics are there, you will find that it is very simple. Koi problem nahi. But when 3rd, 4th topic is going on, you will find that you are forgetting the topic which you have done. For that reason, the notes need to be there. Human beings, we tend to forget. So for remembering, we need to write. Just by reading, we cannot reserve everything in our brain. We have to write. Writing in copy pen, nothing. Copy pen, if it is there, throw out of window. Do everything on your computer screen on Word file. It will help you to score more marks, more speed. May not be in fundamental level, may not be in CBA level, but later on in operational management and higher level, you will be able to score more marks. And entire world is on computer, website, social media, everywhere. So why to use copy and pen? Generally, in most of the cases outside India, as I said many times, there is no study material. The classes are everything are done on a smart board, on tab, iPad, like that. There is no material offered by anybody. Here in India, still we are going with that, but that is not the relevant way of study. The relevant way of study is what the world is moving. We need to move along that. Maybe we are doing in the mobile phone, chat, WhatsApp, everything very fast. Why not in this? There is nothing here. We need to increase our speed on computer study. That will help us to score more and more marks. No printout, nothing should be taken. All should be done on the basis of your Word file. Your master Word file will be the result of what you will be getting in the exam. So if you prepare your master Word file properly, then everything will be fine. Except what will be the 2 days of the classes. I have discussed everything. Is there any question relating to whatever I have discussed, from where to study, what to study, which question, kahan se padhna hai, kaise padhna hai? Is there any question? Is there any problem? Is there any doubt? Anything to ask? Everybody. If there is any confusion from where to study, what and all that. Please everybody communicate, because you are sitting beside your computer or laptop. I will be able to get the feeling when you communicate in the class. Anything to ask? Whatever, I have not taught anything. I have just gone through the syllabus, what is to be studied, how to study, how to complete and all that. So we are proceeding. Cost classification and behavior. For understanding this, if we will say what is cost, because management accounting starts with the knowledge of the word cost. So what is cost? Anybody can say in 1 or 2 lines what is cost. If anybody will ask you what is cost, then what we will say? Sorry. Give me 1 second. 1 second.